All right, guys, I am Nick, joined alongside brother Chris Watson. We need to have a little discussion about a certain tiebreaker on a motion to get back to the table in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. That was like I said, a tiebreaker, which came down to the mayor, Mayor Philip Brown, or as I like to call him, former Mayor Philip Brown, because that's what he's going to be after the next municipal election. Because how does the man who they put in charge, that they voted on, gave him a job as the mayor, and they are supposed to look out for the residents of Prince Edward Island, and he voted no, I do not want to.
And this was not even to ratify contracts and things like that. This was just basically sit down and have a discussion with the members of 830.
That's it.
Just to sit down and have a discussion. Now I can see why that there's a campaign going on. I don't know if it's a campaign, but I've seen the slogan, if it's brown, flush it down. So I can honestly see why right now it's absolutely disgusting with
Yep.
mayor and council. Not all council, obviously there were five that voted in favor of having a discussion with the local union, but the five that voted no, and to the mayor also who voted no, shame on them.
Yeah, and I talked to Sandy Harding and I said, Sandy, I'd like to do something. And I know we talked about it this morning. So if you look up here to the corner, you'll see that. Look at that. Feel free to give him a call. Feel free to send him an email. Oh, you're pissed off because we are. And we've sent our emails and we've made our phone calls and we're not stopping.
No, we'll continue to make
Yes,
phone
we
calls and we'll
will.
continue to make emails and do whatever it is that we need to do until this is ratified and rectified
Yeah,
because that's what we do in the labor movement. We
that's right.
continue to push and push and push until these members get back to work.
Yeah,
70 days plus on the picket line, absolutely disgusting. This is the first time, like we've said on this show, that they've been on strike in over their 60 years
no
as
crazy.
a local. And the fact that they're, bringing in scabs and doing all this different stuff just shows that the mayor and council over there just don't care about these workers. And that's what they're elected to do, right? They're elected to be a boss and to be leaders,
Yep.
and they're not doing that. They're just basically brushing it under the rug and pawning it off onto somebody else who are scabs.
You think about this, guys. 60 years, no strike. So that means 60 years they worked with their government. I want get a pen and paper and I want you to think about this because this is your municipal government. And this is when you need to think about who you elect into these roles. And this is why it's so important. 60 years. They never, ever went on strike. So 60 years. That means that union, local 830, have been more than accommodating. Because I can assure you there were times that they were like, geez, we really could use this, or we really could use that. But end of day, they worked with them and they got back to work because they cared about the residents of Charlottetown. Now, in 2025, this government, they wanted to get a deal together when they realized, okay, everything around us is going and we have to do something. There's a lot more to it than just money. Always remember that. It's not always about the buck. It's about job security. It can be about bereavement leaves and maternity leaves and paternity leaves.
Health and safety.
Yeah, like there's so many. Never think it's always about money because it's not. I mean that, honestly. So they finally can't take it. They've got no 60 years again, just throwing it out there. They go on the line. They can't do it. Good, honest people, hardworking. They take care of the residents. They go above and beyond. 77, I believe, 77, 78 days later, they're still on that line and they haven't changed. They are strong willed, they are survivors, and they're not going to give in when they know that things around them are changing and they have to adapt and change with it too. Now, we take a vote. It's 5-5. No problem. Mayor's going to vote yes, of course. This isn't about getting the deal done right then and there. This is let's get around the big table. We've got to figure something out. This comes in. This is where it's really important. Okay, guys? That mayor, Philip Brown, again, Philip Brown voted no. So now he has shown he does not care about the residents of Charlottetown. He does not care about their water. Whether it's brown, drink it down. That would be his slogan. If it's brown, drink it down. I don't want to pay 8.30 no more, and I don't want to help them.
You're,
So, oh no, I'm not done.
oh,
Oh no, this is serious. I'm really upset here. So, if it's brown, drink it down. Now, he voted no does not just tell you that he doesn't care about the residents of Charlottetown. It also tells me that he would rather save himself a buck than make sure that people are taken care of. So remember that, because if you're somebody else there and you are tied to the municipal government in some way, and something comes up and you're in need, there's always going to be that one person that you know will shoot you down quick to save a buck. And his name is the one, the only, Mayor Philip Brown.
the worst part is he's not even saving a buck because he's hiring these outside companies to come in and do the scab work. So he's not even saving money. He's actually spending more money and bringing all these people in to do that work. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. He's clearly incapable of looking after the residents of Charlottetown,
Yep.
and he's clearly incapable of being fiscally responsible with the taxpayers' money over there. So November 2026, that's when the election is. Hey, maybe we put a little countdown when we talk about this until November 2026, and that's how long that man's got on our show. We'll have a little countdown until the election, so that way there, everybody over in Prince Edward Island knows. I know we're a year away, but
What?
hey, let's put the countdowns on.
Countdown's on. You just gave me a brilliant idea.
Right, November 2026, countdowns on. Mayor and council, time for a change.
And countdown is going to be on cupetalk.ca too. We're going to make sure that we let you know when the time is up. Philip Brown can pack it up and fly right on out of Charlottetown because he ain't taking care of it.
Mm-mm.
He's watching it crash and burn. And he thinks it's okay on his account. Well, guess what? That's not the mayor you want in charge. I can tell you right now. Charlottetown is an absolute beautiful city. Do not let someone like that come in and ruin it.
No, that's right. And, you know, there's going to be more actions and things going on over there. I'm sure we have our awesome co-host over in the beautiful Prince Edward Island,
Sure
Michaela
do.
Gallant, and you know, she'll be there to assist us and cover everything that's going on with CUPE Local 830 and also everything that's going on over in beautiful Prince Edward Island. But again, stay tuned to CUPE Talk in the Maritimes. Again, call those numbers that Nick showed earlier. Send the emails, do whatever you need to do. You don't need to have a 30, 40-minute conversation.
No.
You just need to call over and say, hey, I'm upset. This is what's going on. It needs to be fixed and it needs to be fixed now.
Yeah.
So send those over. Like I said, quick conversation, quick little paragraph in an email. It doesn't take much to help these men and women and comrades over there do what they got to do to get back to work. Because really, at the end of the day, that's all they want. They want to go back to work. People
They
don't,
do want to
right?
go
People
back.
don't want to stay on strike. People don't want to be on the picket line. It's not a vacation,
No, it's
right?
anything but that.
It's and you know they just want to provide the good public services that they've provided for the last 60 plus years. And you know the mayor and council should at least sit down and have a discussion with them to find out what the issues are. They say they don't, you know, belong at the bargain. This all belongs to the bargaining table. Well, I'm sorry, but the people at the bargaining table take directive from mayor and council. So if mayor and council sits down and they actually have a discussion, they figure out what the issues are, then they can talk to the negotiating team and
Yeah.
tackle them and get things resolved. But obviously, like you said, Mayor Brown over there doesn't want to seem to, you know, to have anything to do with these workers. So again, if it's Brown, flush it down, and you know, it's time for that man to go.
I gotta go. I'm gonna
Right.
send him an email.
You know what? I think I'm going to go do the exact same thing. So again, please reach out to these members, reach out to mayor and council, and do what you can to support them.